Toyota GT86 2.0 Pro Review. What is it? When Toyota first unveiled the FD86 concept back in 2009, the automotive community went into a collective frenzy. Finally, a manufacturer had summoned the courage to give driving enthusiasts what they'd long been calling out for: a low-cost, low-weight, rear-wheel drive sports coupe. However, the long road of taking a car from concept to production can often be a perilous one, with focus groups and dispassionate accountants often corrupting the designer's original vision. Thankfully, project leader Yoshio Hirakawa, the man responsible for the development, testing and production of both the GT86 and BRZ, ensured that the production cars lost none of the purity that made the initial concept so enticing. The key ingredients were compelling: a lightweight chassis, a naturally aspirated 2.0-liter flat-4 engine and a center of gravity lower than a Ferrari 458's. It sounded like a purist dream, and for the most part, it was. But as with all cars, there were areas of the GT86 that we thought could be improved, areas that Toyota claimed to have addressed with this midlife update. The relatively soft suspension has been stiffened, the cheap-looking interior has been reupholstered and the aging exterior has been treated to a whole host of changes, including LED headlamps, an all-new bumper design and more prominent aero. So, it's a rather minor facelift, then, but one that Toyota claims will make the car more responsive, as well as more livable. But what about the engine, I hear you cry? Well, those craving straight-line speed are set to be disappointed, as Toyota has not seen fit to add more power, meaning that the car's 2.0-liter four-cylinder boxer engine still produces 197 bhp and 151 pounds-foot of torque. As a result, the 0 to 62 miles per hour time remains the same 7.6 seconds and the car's top speed is still a rather paltry 140 miles per hour. But as we came to find with the first-generation car, power is not everything. What's it like? Unsurprisingly, with such minor modifications, the new GT86 feels very similar to the car it replaces, and by that we mean it's certainly not fast in a conventional sense. Peak torque, a rather weak 151 pounds-foot, comes in at a heady 6,400 revolutions per minute, but thanks to direct injection and a Toyota-derived cylinder head, the four-cylinder boxer motor loves to rev. That means quick progress demands fast gear changes and clever footwork, but it rewards with exhilaration, giving you the sense that driver's skill makes a real difference. Turn into a quick corner and there is still some initial body roll, but it's well contained and doesn't upset the balance of the car. More noticeable, however, is the revised steering, which immediately feels sharper and more direct. We suspect that the biggest contributing factor to this newfound dartiness is the smaller diameter steering wheel, the smallest the brand has ever used, but the various chassis modifications and the tweaked electric steering have also contributed to increased communication through the rim. By tweaking the dampers and stiffening the suspension, the new GT86 also feels noticeably more progressive up to, and over the limit. On a constant throttle, where the old car would push on, the new model holds its line valiantly, with the rear end stepping out in an easily controllable manner. On the right roads and in the right conditions, it's without a doubt one of the most grand-enduring cars currently on sale. When you do eventually back off, however, it's unlikely that you're going to be as enthralled by the GT86's updated interior. For 2017, the cabin gets a new infotainment system, a small TFT instrument display and some nicer materials. And on first inspection, it's certainly an improvement, with audio controls on the new steering wheel a welcome addition. But if we're honest, it's simply not enough to lift an interior that wouldn't have felt out of place in the 1990s.